Hello everyone, my name is Deidre O'Neill. In this module on public administration, our focus will be on how governments around the world have sought to reform public administration and public services. In the process, we will be examining how the standard bureaucratic model of public administration has been progressively reformed to achieve improvements in the efficiency, effectiveness and accountability of the public sector. The overall objective of the module is to enable you as participants to gain an understanding of who and what has been driving public sector reform and how and why particular reform strategies and instruments are chosen. We will be looking specifically at reforms to the ways people or human resources are managed in the public sector, as well as reforms to the ways public services are delivered. We will not be focusing on financial management, as this will be dealt with in the fourth and final module in November. In this vodcast, I want to briefly discuss a chapter from an acclaimed book on public administration and management by a colleague of mine, Owen Hughes, that I have suggested you read as preparation for day one of this module. A version of this chapter in Bahasa is available on the Moodle site for you to read. The reading introduces us to the three key topics in this module: public administration, public management, and public sector reform. Hughes presents traditional public administration and public management as competing theories. He argues these are different paradigms that result in contrasting conceptions of the public service, the public sector, and the role of managers. Hughes contends, and few would disagree, that the traditional model of public administration has been progressively displaced by governments all around the world by public management. So great has this change been that it is described as a paradigm shift, and its significance can be found in the distinction Hughes makes between administration and management and between administrators and managers. According to Hughes, administration is largely about procedure and adherence to rules and processes. Management, on the other hand, is about organising resources to achieve results, a definition that has profound implications for managers, especially managers in the public sector, whose roles, Hughes would argue, are more complex and more challenging than those of their private sector counterparts. The third topic introduced in this reading is public sector reform and what Hughes regards as the main drivers of this area of reform. Hughes nominates changing understandings and expectations of the role of the public sector in society, changes in economic theory, and changes in technologies as the main drivers of not just the imperative of public sector reform, but the ways this reform has been pursued and implemented. After you have read the chapter by Hughes, I'd like you to reflect upon three questions. First, what is public management and why does it matter? Secondly, what is the difference between administration and management? And third, what do public managers do, and is this different from managers in the private sector? Thanks for listening. I'm looking forward very much to meeting you in Jakarta and learning more about the important work you do for the government and people of Indonesia in the Ministry of Villages, Development of Disadvantaged Regions and Transmigration.